Well, every Saturday we showcase the best of Indy with a little help from Brittany Smith from Yelp. Today she takes us to Crimson Tate in downtown Indianapolis.
This week we're celebrating National Craft Month right here at Crimson Tate, located on Mass Ave in downtown Indy. This business is loved by Yelpers for being a go-to spot for local classes on how to sew, as well as products that are made right here in Crimson Tate, as well as fabrics and many other items that you need for crafting. Let's go inside and check it out. As a modern quilting shop, Crimson Tate is offering things that you won't find at your standard craft store. This business is filled with really unique fabrics and products. I'm joined by the wonderful owner, Heather Gibbons, here at Crimson Tate. She's the mastermind behind all of these great products. Heather, can you share with us this really exciting news about your new fabric line?
I'm so excited to share with you.
It's so unique.
Thank you. Well, I have recently designed a line of quilting weight fabrics for Wyndham Fabrics.
Yeah.
And so it's finally here, a year in the making, and
so
now we can touch it in the reel.
It's an actual thing. Like, what does that process look like, creating your own fabric line?
Yeah, well, it begins with, a simple idea, and really the idea was open to me, and so I landed smack dab in the middle of succulents because I myself am a big succulent fan, those fun little cactus plants.
Right. Yes.
And so it started with drawings, pencils on paper, heading over to the copy shop, making some copies, enlarging things, typing on the typewriter, and then I ended up
crafty.
Yeah, totally crafty.
I love it.
And I ended up with this design here first. So this was really the inspiration piece that inspired the rest of the collection.
I think the unique thing about Heather is that you started out as an art teacher, and I feel like this fabric brings together like everything about you in one fabric.
Yes,
it definitely does.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at these drawings here, it looks like Crimson Tate.
Yes.
Right? If she had a succulent garden, sure, this is what it would look like.
Definitely. And you have 22 different fabrics.
22, yep, 22 different SKUs, like in this particular collection called Succulents. And, inspired by various things that I super love, like in these really cool mid-century pottery here. Like, there's a few prints that then also
mimic,
sort of have like ties back to things that I like to collect and keep my plants inside of.
It comes right out. And tell us about, you can actually, if you're new to quilting or maybe your experience, you actually have your own patterns. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Perfect example.
Right. Look at this right here. Yeah, no, just so in designing the fabric, like I also designed the quilt pattern, like in my mind, like is trying to put the two things together.
Yeah.
So as a quilter, it's kind of nice to be able to have the opportunity to design fabrics, because really that's the way that I think. Like I'm thinking in terms of how would that look in a quilt, or how can I put these things together. So we've made this pattern here, which is called Succulent Garden, and there is a historic pattern called Grandmother's Flower Garden, which are these cute little teeny little hexagons that are sewn together. So we've made it a little bit more modern by making these ginormous hexagons. Yes, king size hexagons in this quilt. So.
I love it. This is like the ultimate Hoosier local inspired quilt. The pattern, the fabric, everything about it would be so local. That's really exciting. So if someone like me is new to sewing, or maybe you do have experience, you offer classes here. Can you tell us a little bit about those classes?
Absolutely. So what the cool thing about Crimson Tate is that we offer classes from the very beginner, like walking through the door going, I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel so inspired. Like when like when I look at these things, I want to make something with it. How can I do that? So we'll take you from Sewing 101 and beginning quilting. So if that's a dream, it's kind of cool to be able to put some decor items together for your home, from poofs to garments. We do all types of sewing here. So we offer classes in all of those arenas.
Creativity is flowing at Crimson Tate. Thank you so much for joining me, Heather. To celebrate National Craft Month and to support local businesses in your neck of the woods, visit Yelp.com or the Yelp app.